Okay, a little more information on the out guard option in the face attack. The exact sequence of events. After the dog is biting, the judge will honk the horn. The handler will tell the dog, Rover out, guard. The judge will either honk his horn or wave his hand to the handler. The handler will proceed to walk down the field and stand next to the dog. The judge will honk the horn one more time. The handler will say, Rover heel, and heel the dog away. Then the exercise is finished.
You guys don't have a kennel name?
Notice in this brevet, the dog is heeling on the right-hand side. For French ring, the dog can heel on the left or the right, as long as he remains in proper heel position, which is the back of the skull in front of the leg, the shoulder behind the leg. This dog will lose some points for forging, lagging, and going wide with the handler. The handler is considered to be walking in a normal fashion. You do not have to swing your arms big, and actually if you swing them too big, you will be warned. In between exercises, it's okay to pet the dog. You cannot correct the dog or do anything that could be considered a correction, such as reaching down and tugging their ear or tugging on their fur. The person in the red jacket is the deputy judge. It is his job to tell the handler what exercise is coming up next and a pattern. The dog was placed incorrectly here. The dog is supposed to be facing within a 45-degree angle of the line that you walked into the blind. The dog must always face within this 45-degree angle of the direction of the work, meaning towards the blind where you're going to be for the long down or the food refusal, towards the decoy and the bite work.
Whenever changing that, deal following that.
In a brevet, judges may let this slide. Generally, they will not. And if you attempt to leave your dog outside of that 45-degree angle, you'll zero your exercise. If you're in doubt, after you put your dog down, glance at the judge. Most judges will signal to you whether they consider the dog to be within 45 or not. However, not all judges will signal. This is the type of thing you should ask when you meet the judge, when you first bring your dog on the field, or during the dog in white. The dog in white is a practice dog that comes out before every level of competition. A dog and handler come out and they run through the entire routine. This is done for multiple reasons. Because in French ring, after the brevet, the order of exercises is drawn. It is not consistent from trial to trial. This gives the judge a chance to see how things are going to flow on the field. Where does he want to start an exercise? Where is that exercise going to stop? And where should he start the next one? It also gives him a chance to work with the decoys. Tell them if he likes how they work, if he wants them to work a higher level of pressure, a lower level of pressure. And it gives the handlers a chance to ask the judge questions. What does he want to see? What does he consider proper handling? Each time the handler stops during the heeling, this dog is sitting, it is not required. As long as the dog remains in position, he does not have to stop. Or he has to stop, he does not have to sit. There's a 3-meter line in French ring. This is an old videotape. This handler did not observe that line. However, that may not have been a rule when this video was taken. Every exercise is considered to actually start 3 meters away from the formal start position. So if you're walking up to a chalked square in the ground, put your dog in a down, the exercise starts 3 meters from that chalked square. Anything you do in that 3-meter area is counted. So if you give your dog an extra heel command, if you begin patting your leg, anything like that is considered a command and you will lose points for it. If you are not sure exactly where 3 meters are, then you can do a formal approach. You walk up, you stop where you feel 3 meters are, tell your dog to sit, tell your dog to heel, walk up to the actual start position and place your dog. This tells the judge that even though you're a bad judge at distance, you know what the rules are. So say you were at 6 feet instead of almost 10 feet, which is what 3 meters is. The judge will go, well, bad judge at distance, but they know their rules, they're respecting the rules, and generally will let it slide. If you do not do this type of formal start and stop, then it's up to the judge to decide where he feels 3 meters are and whether or not you were within those 3 meters when you gave your dog the extra heel command, or when you patted your dog on the head. This handler starts her dog before the horn. She also speaks to her judge. Generally, this would be a 0. She told her dog to OPA, or to heel, before the judge honked the horn. This judge, however, was being nice because it's a brevet and let it slide. When giving your recall, this handler recalled the dog twice. That is acceptable. He did not come the first time. She waited and then decided to call him back a second time. He still did not come, but if he had come, she would have simply lost points for the extra command. Instead, because he never did really come to her, she lost all her points for her guarding and her recall. This dog did not lay down as he was told. Drop is actually his down command. The handler has the option of not making him lay down. She loses points because the dog does not take the initial position. However, if she'd given him a second command, she would have lost points for the second command. This is a handler's game in this decision. If you feel your dog will lay down on the second command or sit or do whatever it was you told him to do, then give the command, because it's less points. If you don't think he will listen to you, then don't give the command again, because you will lose the point for not taking the start position anyways. This is the tattoo check. This is the easiest way in French ring to tell somebody passed a brevet.
There we go.
If they take their dog over, put their dog down, and the judge walks up, they pass